Welcome to EC Council University Graduation Ceremony 2020. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Today is a day of celebration, for it marks the first step that everyone must undertake to open to another important stage in their lives. It's an honor to be here today to host this special event, which is a high point of the academic year, because today we get to celebrate our students, faculty's accomplishments, and academic achievements. I'm Bunny Martinez, registrar here at EC Council University, and I'll be your honored host for today's graduation and awards ceremony. It's so wonderful to have everyone gathered here to share in the joy and witness this graduation. Graduation is an exciting time here at ECCU. It is by far one of the most awaited events by both students and faculty alike. For students, it's their time that they get to explore the world with their newfound knowledge and skills, follow their dreams, and make new memories. Not to mention all the pre-planning of what you're going to wear and how to celebrate. For faculty, it's a time where pride and joy set in as they watch their pupils start their new journey. This particular year's graduation ceremony has been long awaited. Not to mention the history at EC Council University has been made, as for the first time, our graduation ceremony is going to be held online, allowing all students the chance to attend from all over the world. Graduation Day is always a day of rejoicing, for it marks the conclusion of an educational journey and the commencement of another, more uncertain and more difficult part of our quest for a better life and future. Truly, today signifies years of hard work and the relentless pursuit of knowledge, the knowledge that will enable a person to embrace opportunities and take on challenges with clear vision and purpose. At EC Council University, we pride ourselves on the fact that we are dedicated to creating superior educational programs that equip our graduates to face the latest IT security risks and lead their colleagues into strategically handling those challenges. And the way we do this is through knowledge, skills, and habits, which we have gained through our programs in the years to come as you advance and make a place for yourself in this world. You will be grateful for all the things as they help you strive in our increasingly complex and interconnected world. At the same time, EC Council University is much more than just who we are in the outside world and what we do for our students. Well, our connection with New Mexico roots has us in this unique place with its rich history and fond traditions. We derive our sense of who we are from a long history of students, faculty, and staff who have ventured from beyond our city boundaries to engage internationally. One thing is for certain, you'll learn the most when you make meaningful connections across differences, whether those differences lie in ideas, disciplines, cultures, backgrounds, nationalities, or ethnicity. We also strongly encourage our students to go out and do something that will brighten your experience, explore, experiment, and excel in everything that you do. Finally, we encourage you always to ask questions, get to know one another, and go out and thrive. As you embark on your new journey, we hope we have helped shape you into innovators, thinkers, leaders, and difference makers that you are destined to be. I want you to know that the entire university community is here to support, sustain, and encourage you. We could not be more privileged than to usher you into this vibrant industry. It is you who make us what we are, and we look forward to your success. You did it. Congratulations. Today, the president of EC Council University, Lata Babisi, will now say a few words as we begin our graduation ceremony.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, chairman of the board, board members, our distinguished faculty, and our very talented graduates. I welcome you all to today's event and would like to thank each and every one of you who took the time to be here today. This is the first time EC Council University is holding its graduation ceremony virtually. However, in these unprecedented times, we need to continue to find ways and means to celebrate the success of our students who have come this far. I would like to start by congratulating all of our graduates and the deserving winners of our student awards. This year marks a moment of pride that will be written down in our history. We have 7 students that have made it onto the honors list by achieving a full 4.0 GPA at the graduate level. I would request everyone to share a round of applause for their achievements as well as those that are graduating today. We have come a long way since our inception in 2009. I must say that never ever in my professional career and as part of this university had I thought that I would have to address this ceremony remotely. Though the grandeur may have gone, the enthusiasm hasn't, and today we have attempted to give each and every student the same grandeur through the virtual environment. It fills my heart with pride and joy to see so many young achievers set to explore new horizons as the new ambassadors of EC Council University. We are dedicated to creating tomorrow's cyber leaders via our high-quality academic programs designed for students from all walks of life, and today is a testament of the same. The ceremony is unlike the previous years, which brings me to a very important point. Times are changing, and so will our duties and responsibilities as professionals. A good professional is not only defined by what certificates and degrees they hold and which university they come from, but rather their approach in how they manage their duties and responsibilities. At EC Council University, whilst designing our programs and curriculum, we attempt to focus on the humane aspects of one's own development. We believe that it is not just rigorous academic content and hands-on practical skill sets that will set you apart in the real-world environment or keep you on your job and allow you to grow personally or professionally. In fact, it's the communication skills, soft skills, human interaction skill sets that would put you apart from the rest. I hope during your journey with us, these very traits that we have attempted to inculcate within you will continue to seep into your professional life and assist you in developing the right kind of attitude to work with the people around you. This year, as we battled and continue to battle the challenges created by the pandemic, I had an additional challenge to face. The loss of my mentor, my moral compass, my idol, left me crushed. My dad. His words ring in my ears ever so much now than they ever did before. And as I started deciding on what message I should want to pass to my graduates, I thought it would be best to talk about the meaning of success. My father was an ardent believer in being successful, but to him, the more money you made did not define being more successful. Rather, it additionally comprised of reflecting on yourself, admitting to our wrongdoings and faults, and working every day to be a better version of ourselves, positively impacting the lives of beings around us, and how we could distribute laughter, happiness, smiles to people around us as well, as to work in collaboration and harmony with one another. To him, these were the qualities of a successful person. You might ask, why am I speaking about this? Well, we now exist in times where human beings need to stand up for other human beings and help them out, whether it is in your social life or professionally. In your career, your personality will be defined by your willingness to connect with people around you. We must tap into the power of collaboration Sometimes the most innovative ideas come from the most unlikely places or people. Everyone has something to contribute to the system. Appreciate the help that you are receiving, irrespective of an individual's role in that company. Sometimes newcomers are brimming with an unused idea, and the sooner you tap into that potential, the better are the results for everyone. How you behave or don't behave will impact the journey onward. So, my dear graduates, continue to build yourselves from these aspects. Continue to be learners, dreamers, and achievers. The last 6 months have taught me, as it would have taught many, about life and its unpredictability. I have learned the importance of adapting to new environments in tough situations. I have learned the joy of working outside of my comfort zone. I have learned the significance of each and every living organism and how we are all connected globally. I have learned how our actions are not just our actions, but affect everything on a much larger scale. As we advance, it will be your responsibility to ensure that your actions positively impact people around you, and they'll do the same to other people around them. You have the power to inspire many toward the path of spreading goodness in this world. And I assure you, when you work with this in mind, success will follow sooner or later. And with that, I hope that each and every one of you thrives toward becoming better professionals and human beings in the coming future. I hope you find brighter prospects and make the online and real world a better and safer place for everyone. Ethics and quality in all you do is a core principle EC Council University is built upon. And we hope this is something you will in turn use as you scale in life. All of you are achievers, as you have come this far while maintaining a job, supporting a family, and/or completing your education. I wish you all a successful career and a delightful future where you can find everything you have dreamed about. Thank you all for being a part of this event today and for being a part of EC Council University. May I request everyone to join me in applauding all of our graduates of 2020. Thank you, everybody.
It's my pleasure to introduce our faculty speaker, Professor Uri Dijonais. He's a professor here at EC Council University since 2015 and author of numerous cybersecurity books with more than 20 published books worldwide. He works at Microsoft for the past 15 years and currently is a principal program manager for the Azure Security Center team. Uri holds an MBA in cybersecurity intelligence and forensics investigation from Utica College, an MBA at FGV in Brazil, and holds many IT security industry certifications, including CISSP, EC Council's CND, CEH, CSA, CHFI, CompTIA Security Plus, CISA Plus, Cloud Essentials Certified, Network Plus, and on and on. It is therefore my pleasure to introduce your faculty speaker, Professor Uri Dijonais.
Dear faculty, staff, family, friends, and graduates. Before I present my remarks, I would like to say that it is an honor for me to speak for you, students that are graduating in this so unique year of 2020. My name is Uri Dijonais. I teach in the Master and Bachelor degree program, and I've been working at EC Council University for the past 5 years. I must confess, although I've published more than 20 books over the last 20 years, writing this speech was probably one of the most difficult writing assignments that I ever received. Writing this speech during these difficult times we all live has a very special meaning, and I hope I can capture the true essence of this moment. There is absolutely no doubt that this year has challenged us more than any other in modern times. Even for us in the technology field that are so used to rapid change in the industry, the impact of this pandemic was tremendous. We felt this in our daily activities, and we had to adapt, adjust, and most importantly, we had to overcome every single obstacle to be here today. Although our university has always empowered our students to study online and remotely from anywhere in the world, the days of working from home due to this pandemic added extra stress in everyone's lives, which sometimes reflected in the online classroom. But if you are watching this online ceremony today, it's because you were relentless and you were committed to make it happen. This commitment prevailed over the difficulties that you faced. So be proud of what you accomplished, because you live a very unique moment. And instead of backing down, you move forward and you invest your time to improve yourself. Today we celebrate your accomplishment. You work hard to be here today. You earned this moment. At the same time, today is also a day to reflect about your future and how you can use everything you learn to move forward in your career. But I would like you to reflect beyond that, because in the current scenario we live, we need to think broadly. And I challenge you to start asking yourself, how can I make a difference in someone's life with the knowledge and skills that I have? Let me give an example. In March 14, 2020, a hospital in Czech Republic was hit by a ransomware. The hospital was forced to shut down its entire IT network during the incident. And two of the hospital other branches, the children's hospital and the maternity hospital, were also impacted. During time of crisis, threat actors see opportunities to weaponize the current theme and launch cyber attacks. During time of crisis is also time for you to step up. Think about that for a second and reflect how important your role of cybersecurity professional is. The cybersecurity landscape in some aspects will never change after the pandemic. You have a very important role in this industry. You have the knowledge and the capability to make the difference in the world by enabling people and organizations to operate in a more secure manner. Make sure to use this power to make a difference. The reality is that despite all the difficult time, we need to start turning the page and start looking at the opportunity that we have ahead of us. During this pandemic, technology showed the way to keep people connected while the entire world was practicing social distance. Never forget that technology is an enabler, and you are responsible to architect the secure implementation of this technology. You can make a difference and be an enabler. While technology showed the way to keep the world operational, also remember that the core essence of everything is people. Without people to think and create solutions, technology is meaningless. It doesn't work. It doesn't evolve. I also want you to remember to never lose touch with who you are, your roots, your friends, and your family. Today, there are a lot of people proud of you. Some people that you won't be able to hug because you are practicing social distancing. When everything is over and we can resume our daily activities without fear, I want you to remember this moment and appreciate life more than ever. Because the appreciation brings a different perspective to your life and to your career. You see how important it is to empower everyone to do what they love doing it, to be inclusive in everything you do, and to give opportunities for others to join this amazing field of cybersecurity. Be an enabler, not only in your field, but also be an enabler for others to do better, to accomplish their goals. Help others to overcome their obstacles. Help others to succeed, because that's how you will grow. Go and make a difference. Thank you very much for watching this, and congratulations for this amazing accomplishment.
It's my pleasure to introduce our recipient of Faculty of the Year Award. Dr. Daniel Babb has been working with EC Council for 5 years, teaching some of the courses at the foundational level in math and writing. She has an extensive background in information technology, in IT networking. Prior to a career in higher education, she was a global director of information technology, a vice president of technology, and was responsible for making IT departments into profit centers. After earning her PhD in management and IT, she began pursuing her passion full-time, sharing her expertise in technology and business. She was also a television commentator for 10 years and has published 10 books and numerous scholarly journal articles. It is therefore my pleasure to introduce you to our recipient of the Faculty of the Year Award, Dr. Danny Babb.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to your commencement for the year 2020. And what an unusual year this has been for all of us and for all of you. First of all, I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for the honor of being named your Faculty of the Year. It is truly a pleasure to be able to work with all of you and work with the faculty and the staff and administration at EC Council University to provide the best possible education in the fields of cybersecurity possible to all of you. Cybersecurity is a constantly changing field, and we know that from so many different sources. Even Gartner reports that it's one of the most in-demand fields and will be moving forward for the foreseeable future. Really, all elements of business respond or rely upon the work that you all do in cybersecurity and that you will continue to do in your hard-earned efforts. And it's my sincere hope that your degree and your time here has been spent in such a way that will allow you the opportunities that you so well deserve, being graduates of the university, to move forward and advance organizations, businesses, and all types of companies and all types of efforts in the field of cybersecurity. At the core of cybersecurity is consumer trust, public trust, whether it's in government or business. Without that level of trust in security experts like yourselves, businesses will flounder. Consumers will not respect and understand their own responsibility for personal privacy. And there will just be a general lack of integration of security into today's protocols and processes, which we know is so absolutely vital. We also know that in the field of IT, information technology, cybersecurity is one of the growing fields, top growing, and also top paying and top producing. Becoming an expert in this field will serve you well in the future. Many of you have had me for courses like writing and math, and I know sometimes you wondered why you had to do that when your degree was in security and you were working to protect organizations and businesses. At the end of the day, if you can't communicate your ideas and effectively write, understand, and mathematically analyze them, the chance of leaders who can really help you make a difference in an organization accepting or adopting those ideas is limited. And so one of my responsibilities as your faculty member has been to help you be able to advance your thoughts in writing, in presentations, through mathematical expressions, and so on, like statistics, to help you have a more thorough understanding of how to communicate the things that you do know in cybersecurity. And I know you've had some outstanding professors in the security field as well. So what now? Many of you will go on to be ethical hackers. Some of you will go on to be security architects or network engineers. Maybe you're going to continue to do what you're doing now, but at another level with a new level of respect. Maybe eventually in your career, you'll reach level of Chief Information Security Officer, something that when I started IT didn't really exist. We were jacks of all trades and masters of none. As a database analyst and as an early young network engineer, it was my responsibility to secure systems, but that was not my strong field of expertise. That's yours. So I encourage you to take the baton that's been passed to you through your hard work. Remember, you didn't get this degree. You earned this degree. Use the word earn, please. I see so many students say that I got my degree today. You didn't get it. You earned it. Remember that and take the baton, pass it along, pass the motivation for education along to someone else who could really use it. Encourage them, if they're interested in cybersecurity, to take a look at this institution that you've been able to graduate from through your hard-earned work. And then go out in the field, whether it's in scholarly work or in practitioner work, apply it, do your best, serve the university, serve your peers and your colleagues well, represent us well, as I know you all will. So congratulations to the class. Congratulations to this graduating class. And it's been my honor and pleasure to work with all of you.
The Student of the Year Award is given to a student who has performed excellently from an academic standpoint, a leadership standpoint, and a great member of the online higher education community. Oftentimes overcoming life obstacles in their pursuit of higher education and to achieve their goal. This year's winner, the Student of the Year Award, Andrea San Roman, is originally from Puerto Rico. She moved to Florida for a better education and options and graduated from Florida International University with her bachelor's in IT and a minor in psychology. She was able to find EC Council University through a certification program and completed her Certified Ethical Hacking certification, which also helped her get a job that she has today in network support technology. Her side hobbies are fitness and online resales. In addition, Andrea was also the recipient of EC Council's University's Women Cybersecurity President's Scholarship. She graduates now with a master's in cybersecurity with the Security Analyst Specialization, summa cum laude with a GPA of 3.97. It is my honor to introduce our Student of the Year, Andrea San Roman.
Good morning or good afternoon, depending where you are in the world, to staff and faculty, students, and of course, mom and dad. For those who don't know me, my name is Andrea San Roman. If you don't know me personally, we've probably chatted on WhatsApp trying to figure out an assignment in the middle of the night on a Sunday, hoping it'll get there on time. First, I'd like to congratulate everybody here today. I know that there's probably a lot of parents at home watching a virtual graduation ceremony with the same amount of excitement as if it were to be in person. I know that we're not celebrating this a traditional way, but, you know, the times are what they are. So we have to just deal with it, you know? I want to thank, first of all, my best friend, Rada Assad. Many of you might know him as an instructor or just socially. He convinced me years ago to go through with a master's program at EC Council. Otherwise, I think I'd still be trying to figure out what route to take career-wise. Second, I want to thank EC Council for doing everything they can really to make this virtual graduation happen in the middle of a pandemic, so students can, you know, get an experience of graduation that we've all been looking forward to, even though if it's a little bit different. I think we can agree that even being in an online university, it made it a little bit easier to transition during the pandemic than those who had to go to school in person, who are adapting to all these like new rules and Zoom classes and all that stuff. That's just not normal for them, you know? I'm sure many people have had obstacles to deal with during the pandemic. I'll be the first to tell you. I thought I'd be delivering this speech in person, but instead I'm doing it from my closet. I think the faculty's always been there, to help us with anything we need, clarification, or, grade issues, or maybe even picking out our courses. And that's a shout out to David Valdez. I really hope people took advantage of all the assistance the school has put forward to help us succeed. And I really hope everyone continues to do so and get certified and get on track to get the career of their dreams. While I know it hasn't been easy to get to where you are now, and that's me speaking to single parents or students that are trying to make ends meet, having 2 jobs and still getting an education. Like that's, I commend that. All the sleepless nights and, all the parties you couldn't go to, they paid off. And with that being said, I think every milestone should have kind of like a motto or something that you can refer back to keep you going. So my dad has always told me these 3 words whenever I'm stressed out over an assignment, again on a Sunday night. He always just tells me, never give up. Those are 3 words that you can always just say to yourself when you're having a hard time. Don't give up, never stop, keep pushing, and always do your best to get the career of your dreams. And if I can leave you with anything else, it's that the journey doesn't stop here, and you've gotten to where you are by doing the things that you've been doing. So keep on keeping on. Take it one day at a time, and one day you'll look back to these times thinking of how proud you are of how far you've come. With that being said, let's wrap up this graduation and throw our virtual graduation caps up in the air and say hello to the next chapter of your life.
EC Council University is extremely proud and honored to announce some of our other top honors. Our class of 2020 valedictorian and salutatorian for both our master's and our bachelor's program. In our master's program, our valedictorian is Kristen Sanders. Kristen graduates summa cum laude with a master's in cybersecurity with a specialization in executive leadership and informational assurance. She also graduates with graduate certificates in both our security analyst and information security professional. Our salutatorian is Rita Assad. Rita also graduates summa cum laude with a master's in cybersecurity specialization as a security analyst. He also earned a graduate certificate in information security professional. In our bachelor's program, our valedictorian is Nathan Van Villet, graduates summa cum laude with a bachelor's in cybersecurity. Our salutatorian is Danny Saeed, magna cum laude with a bachelor's in cybersecurity. We again want to congratulate each of you on achieving this high honor. You did it.
David Oxenhandler, Vice President.
The color of the hoods and collars for graduate students in cybersecurity from EC Council University is burgundy and yellow, as I am wearing. The cords, hoods, caps, and gowns seen at graduations stem from ancient uniforms, insignias, and symbols that go back to similar items found in military, knighthood, court, and royal dress, all showing rank. The degrees at a university are conferred with the authority of state government to graduates by this university. Therefore, by the authority vested in the Board of Directors and upon recommendation of the faculty of EC Council University, the graduates represented here today, by virtue of completion of the requirements of a master's, bachelor's, or graduate certificate delineated in today's programs, and with the authority of the great state of New Mexico of the United States of America, are hereby granted their diplomas bearing the seal of the university with all the rights, privileges pertaining to their achievement. You may move your tassel from left to right, thus signifying graduation. Congratulations. The Cybersecurity Oath. Please rise for the swearing in. I swear to fulfill, to the best of my ability and judgment, this pledge. I will remember that users, individually or collectively, are not numbers or a goal. They are people and must be respected. I will respect the hard-won professional and creative gains of those technologists that came before me, and I will gladly share my knowledge with future generations. I will apply my abilities for the benefit and the value of the end user, and I will advocate when the goal of a product comes into conflict with this. I will remember that there is art to technology as well as science, and that empathy, craft, and remaining mindful about the consequences of my decisions outweigh the importance of my technical knowledge, the impulse for financial benefit, or the allure of status. I will not be ashamed to say, I don't know, nor will I fail to call upon my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for deeper critique or diversity of thought. I will respect the need of my users to maintain healthy relationships with technology. For every problem I attempt to solve, I will strive to directly connect with the audience of the solution I create. I must tread with care in matters of life balance and manipulation, ceasing involvement when ethical dilemma or moral recklessness arise. I will strive to positively influence the lives of those impacted by technology that I build, but I acknowledge that it may be with my power to negatively impact a life to serious consequence. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own limitations. I will remember that I do not build merely platforms, applications, or websites, but that my work affects human beings in the end, whose capacity or ability to use my creation may affect their family, economic stability, or mental well-being. My responsibility should include any directly related outcomes if I believe I have crafted a truly ethical product. I will prevent exploitation of users whenever I can, for prevention is preferable to extrication. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body as well as those disabled or moderately impaired. Above all, I understand that I am the gatekeeper, placing greater concern in the consequences of technology I build over that of obeying authority. If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and my craft respected while I live and remembered with esteem thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the highest standards of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of helping those who explicitly or implicitly seek my help through the experiences and products I help put in this world.
EC Council University's 2020 graduates.
Raphael Adaka, Asaf Alasaf, Reddy Ravindir Amir Reddy, Reda Assad, Daniel Ayub, Kevin Bigelow, Tracy Burtz. Lakshana Bungu. Tan Hing Chi Carter Tan. Krishad Charles. Quentin Juan Cloet. Nielsen Denere. Hassan Ibrahim. Arun Gautam. Christopher Grant. Marcus Guerrero. Ignacio Hernandez. Timothy Hill. Stephanie Horvath. Jason Hauer. Mohammed Hussein. Surya Jatavala Bahumala. James Jumba John. Luciano Jones. Mark Kilonzo. Ronald Kaiser. Lamar Lilly. Dorothy Maduagwu. Saeed Masir. Gail Morgan. Siegfried Moyo. Isha Mujumdar. Donald Muncy. Mujib Olagote. Santo Fabio Papalardo. Michael Paisatelli. 10 Prac. Joshua Premchandran. Meenakshi Rajendran. Robert Samupindi. Andrea San Roman. George Sanchez Adrande. Kristen Sanders. Musang Son. Beatrice Springfield. Danny Saeed. Aaron Taylor. Dipendra Taipa. Nathan Van Villette.
Our alumni speaker today is Heatham Homor. Heatham is a 2019 EC Council graduate. He graduated with a master's degree in cybersecurity. He also earned 3 graduate certificates: digital forensics, executive leadership and informational assurance, and information security professional. I'd like to introduce Heatham Homor.
Hi everyone, my name is Heatham Homor, and I am an EC Council graduate. I'm a product marketing manager at Cisco Learning, and I will be joining Trend Micro soon as a product marketing manager, and I'll be responsible for Tipping Point, which is a next generation IPS. I spent most of my career working as a sales engineer and also as a technical business consultant. Back in 2017, I decided that I want to transform my career path, and I needed to tap into cybersecurity market because of the growth that we all know about. And it's something that I'm sure that I'm passionate about, something that I'm sure that I'm going to be love doing. And it's also like had a bright future, as we all know. And this is actually what led me to EC Council, and I'm so glad that I made that decision and went through the whole master's degree course. And it was like my best decision, my best lifelong decision, lifetime decision. And I believe you're going to be also feel the same quite soon. And I remember once Muhammad Ali said that he said, "I hate every minute of training." But I said, don't quit, suffer now, and you'll live the rest of your life as a champion. And these are like amazing words. So, which leads me to tell you that your graduation is a statement to yourself, to the world, telling them that you are ready for any kind of challenge and you are confident that you're gonna like be great facing that kind of challenge. And I want to congratulate each and every one of you for this accomplishment, because it's a huge leap into the future, especially that we all know 2020 was a tough year for everyone, not just you. But let's look at the bright side. First, you made it through the through the past 2 or 3 years, and you graduated. Second, and because of the pandemic, cybersecurity skills are on high demand. In other words, your skills are on high demand, and not just only nationally, but globally. But always remember that success is not a destination. Success is a lifelong journey, so you need to make sure that you keep learning new skills and you always stay competitive and stay on top of new technology. So I just want to thank you all for having me today, and I want to thank EC Council for shaping our bright future. Thank you.
Congratulations, EC Council University graduates.